Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. This is the first video that I do in about 3 weeks. I have been gone, I've been gone for almost 3 weeks, and you are seeing this in December 1st, which is the beginning of VLOGMAS. And I just, for this, I know that it might not be like the most interesting video out or anything, but I think that this was just the best way for me to come back and start again with you guys. Just a little get ready with me where I will be trying the Natasha DENONA Retro Glam palette. I started recording a 5 looks 1 palette with this one, but then things got on the way, and yeah. So I'm gonna talk about all of those things throughout this video, but let's start. First things first, I am going to be just, applying makeup again, like I said, trying this eyeshadow palette, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. If I forget to mention any of the products, everything is going to be listed in the description box down below, just so you know. And oh yeah, by the way, hello, my name is Carla and I am a makeup enthusiast. I love to create looks and have fun with the makeup that I already have. And if that is something that you're interested in, definitely, subscribe to my channel before you leave. I occasionally do some reviews of new products, but that's not the main focus of my channel. The main focus of my channel is just, to have fun and use the things that, like I said, I already have, and just give you some inspiration to do the same. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. For primer, I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. This one is part of my project pan. Also, I'm gonna be probably using most, if not all, the products in my project pan except for the eyeshadow. But yeah, let's see, guys. Where have I been? First of all, I got the flu. that was the second, third, yeah, the second week of November. I got the flu. Everybody in my classroom, all the kids in my classroom were getting, sick and just dropping like flies, like boom, one after another. There was one time where I had 6 kids leaving my classroom because they all had some sort of, symptoms of something. So yeah, they were all like, I have fever, I have a sore throat, or I have a stomach ache. So they were just sending them all home. And not only that, like, I was trying to be so careful not to get sick, because if you remember, well, now I am a married woman, but I have my gym ring. But now I'm a married woman, guys. I got married about 10 days ago. 11 days ago, something like that. But anyway, I got married, and so all this flu thing was happening on the week or the 2 weeks before I got married. So I was trying to be so careful not to get sick, because again, I of course did not want to get, sick before my wedding or during my wedding. But little did Carla know, I ended up getting sick. And at this point, whenever my kids were getting sick and stuff, I did not know it was a flu. I was thinking it was COVID, but no, I started feeling bad on Sunday before my wedding. So that's a week before my wedding, and I didn't know I had fever or anything. I just knew I was not feeling good. I took my temperature. I did not have a fever. But I was having a terrible backache. Like, I couldn't tell if it was like a cramp, sort of, because it was part of my lower back and kind of like the middle of my back. So on my lower back, it felt like I was having cramps, and then on the middle of my back, it was feeling like I had a kidney infection. So I was like, am I getting a kidney infection right now or something? I really wasn't sure, but I was getting very stressed out about it, and I was just like, no, like, I can't be sick. I can't get sick before my wedding. And not only that, I started with this horrible cough. Like, I had this painful, very like chest congested type of cough, where like and this might be a little too gross if you're grossed about all of that upper respiratory symptoms, just maybe skip about 10-15 seconds. But yeah, I was having like this horrible cough, where every time that I coughed, it hurt so much because I had so much phlegm, and every time that I was, getting out the phlegm, it was like super ridiculously thick and yellow. Yeah, it was bad. So I was thinking that maybe I had bronchitis or something. I did not think at all that that it was the flu. But I let it go. I was like, no, I'm gonna be fine, whatever. And then on Monday, I woke up. I was gonna go to work, but I woke up and I was like, I probably shouldn't go to work. I probably should just go to the doctors, see what they can give me for this horrible cough, because I don't want to be this sick for my wedding. At this point, it really didn't matter. I was probably going to be sick for my wedding because, you know, it was Monday, my wedding was on Saturday. So anyway, I decided not to go to school, and I got a doctor's appointment, went, and also at this point, I had already taken 2 at home COVID tests, and both came back negative. So I was like, it's not COVID. So I went to the doctor and told them, they were like, you know, offering me the flu test and the COVID test and all of that. And I was like, look, it's not COVID. I already took 2 tests. They both are negative. But they were like, well, but, you know, we should just test you just in case or whatever. I was like, fine, do it. Also, at this point, whenever they finally, you know, put me in the little office or whatever, they told me like, hey, you're running a fever. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I had no idea I had fever. I did not feel as bad, you know, like whenever you have a fever that you're cold and you have shivers. And I did have, like, I was at one point cold and having a little bit of shivers, but not as much as I had whenever I had COVID. So that's why I didn't think I was, you know, that sick or that I had something. But anyway, they ended up testing me, and then he came back and he was like, yeah, you're right, you don't have COVID, but you do have the flu. So you know, we're gonna send you home with a round of Tamiflu and just some pills for the cough, which was the reason why I went to the doctor, because of the cough, and some ibuprofen for the pain, because I also told them that I was experiencing like back pain and stuff. So they sent me with home, and I just started taking it. And whenever I took ibuprofen, you know, my back pain went away. Well, first, fever went away. I started sweating. I was like, okay, I did have fever. And then my back pain went away. And that's whenever I was like, oh, my back pain, it's like the body ache is I'm feeling because of the fever. So all of that went away, which was nice. And then, yeah, I just started taking Tamiflu. And guys, if this doesn't match right now, it's because I'm a little bit sunburned, tan, or whatever. I'll get to that part later. It's about my honeymoon and stuff. So anyway, so what happened is that, you know, he was like, well, you are not allowed to go to work until the 19th. So I was like, well, great. I was wanting to go to work at least for 2 days before leaving, because I was not, for my wedding, I was planning on missing Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because my wedding was out of town, so I had to travel. But I ended up missing the whole week, and of course, Monday and Tuesday, even though I was at home, I really couldn't do anything because, again, I was not feeling good. So anyway, it comes Wednesday, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still coughing, I still have a few symptoms, but I feel like a person finally, you know? And just, yeah, that day I left town to the place where my wedding was, which was my hometown, and I just drove the whole 10 hours and made it home, and, you know, had to get on wedding mode right away. By the way, for foundation, I used my Stella Lauder Double Wear foundation, part of my project plan, and that was what happened with the flu. So everybody in my classroom was having the flu, basically. And even though I was being very careful wearing face masks, always trying not to touch my face and all that. And I'm not a person that, you know, wears a face mask in the classroom. Like, I'm past that. But, you know, just for the sake of me really not getting sick in all of that, I was like, no, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm not gonna risk it getting sick before my wedding. So, you know, and look, I still freaking got sick. So, I don't know. But anyway, but then after that came, you know, the fear that my now husband, it feels so good to say it that way. I don't know. I just like saying it. But my now husband, I was. By the way, these are my wedding nails. They are a little bit long now, and this one is missing. This one is better. These are my wedding nails. I really, really love the job that the lady did. This one is very, very pretty, and then this one has like this little rocks over here, like pearls and stuff. I don't know, they're very pretty. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I was like just afraid that he would get sick. So as soon as we knew that I had the flu, it was like, we're sleeping in separate bedrooms. We're not, you know, we're not getting close to each other at all. Like, that's it. Like, you cannot be sick before the wedding. But The good thing is that he never got sick, and yeah, he just made it through the wedding just fine with no flu or anything. I really don't know how he does it. Whenever I got COVID, the two times that I had COVID, he didn't get COVID, and then this time that I had the flu, he did not get the flu. And this was actually the first time that he was actually being careful about not being around me just to not get sick before the wedding. But the times that I had COVID, he really didn't care. He kept sleeping in the same bedroom, same bed, everything with me. He never got it, or maybe he was asymptomatic. Who knows? But yeah, he was completely fine, which was so wild. Anyway, back to the wedding, back to where I was. Wedding. But before I continue, how is COVID, guys, in your state? Here in Texas, it's getting bad. Like, it's bad. The flu hospitalizations are outsourcing or whatever COVID hospitalizations this season. I was reading that this flu season is the worst that the state has seen in 10 years. So that's how bad it is. At some point in my classroom, out of 16, I had only 7 kids. I think 6 my TA said on Monday, which was the day that I first, missed, that she only had 6 kids, and that they just kept, going home and stuff. Or they would come to school and be all sick, sent home, and yeah, so only 6 kids on that Monday. Anyway, yeah, guys, like, it's bad in here. I don't know how it is in other states. I just know that here in Texas, yeah, we're not doing good with the flu. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you got the flu, or if your state is doing as bad as we are, or if you guys are just fine. Let's continue. Oh, and then came my wedding day, and I don't know, I feel like I should do maybe a different video for my whole wedding thing, but let's just talk a little bit about it, shall we? It was an amazing day. I loved it. I absolutely enjoyed it. If you follow me on Instagram, like, you know by now that I got married, because I did a few posts and I share some stories about me getting married and all that stuff. It was really fun. That day was freezing. Whenever I'm telling you that it was freezing, like, we were 30 something degrees. That's how cold it was. And yeah, I was wearing a non-sleeves dress. So I'm gonna insert a picture over here. Boom. Of my wedding day. This is just one of the few pictures that I've gotten back from our photographer. She only gave us 4 pictures as of now, just so we could have something, see something, but the rest of the pictures are probably not coming until the next 4 to 8 weeks. But I think it was really nice of her to send us at least 4 pictures for us to see. This is just one of those pictures, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Like, I love that so far, I love the work that she did. I've always liked how she works and everything. She also did our engagement photo shoot. She did my 30th year engagement party. What am I talking about? She did my 30th year photo shoot. There you go, that. And we also had a funny Christmas photo shoot with her and stuff. Like, we have worked with her for a while, and she used to be, by the way, I'm using my Park Avid Princess from Tarte. This is for bronzer, I'm sorry, and for powder I use my Halo Glow setting powder, one of my favorite ones. And yeah, let's continue. So, like I said, we know her. Her name is Tiffany Hopwood. She is an amazing photographer. She has won Photographer of the Year from the Knot for, like, what, 5, 6, 7, something like that, consecutive years. I'm gonna leave her in the description box down below if you're interested. She does destination weddings, and I think she's amazing. She has, traveled the world doing her job, and she's just, I love the pictures that she takes. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, it was really, really cold that day, but after dancing for a couple of hours, you don't feel it anymore. I just feel bad for the people that were really not into dancing and not dancing. They were really freezing, because our venue was outside, but it was covered. Like, we had a roof or something, and we had screens that come down and heaters outside, but the heaters were really not doing a whole lot, because it was not only was cold, but it was windy, so it made it worse. And they actually offered me to change me venues, because that venue has multiple, it's like this one big venue, and has like 5 or 6 different ballrooms, or whatever you want to call it, in this outside area, which is what we chose. The lady from the venue offered me to switch me to one of the ones inside that was available, but I mean, to be honest, we decided not to. We really like the one outside, and yeah, I just wouldn't have it any other way. You know, I really like the pictures that were taken and how the venue was looking and everything, even though it was really really cold. I just think it was, yeah, I don't know, it was beautiful. I'm sorry. So yeah, if you want to see more pictures about my wedding, they'll probably come later once I get them. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put it in the description box and also over here. And I'm so sorry about the cough. And now I'm gonna apply some blush. This is my Auto Balm Girl powder. It's part of my project pan. I'm just going to apply some of these. The reason why I'm using mostly of my project pan products, guys, is because I really don't know how many times I've put on makeup this month, but since the wedding I have not put on any makeup. By the way, my wedding makeup, I didn't do it. I ended up hiring a lady. I really like the way that she does makeup, and the reason why I did that is because I wanted somebody that would work with airbrush. I really wanted my whole base to be airbrushed. So I hired her, and I think that my makeup was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. I will insert a picture of it also here. And yeah, I don't know. I just really really liked it. I think that she did an amazing job also. Let me tell you a little bit about the venue. So by the time that we left the venue, the waiters were like very trying just to pick up everything to get ready to go. At the my wedding ended at 1 a.m. And that's early because usually Mexican weddings end at 2 a.m. and then after that you have like a whole dinner after the wedding and stuff. But yeah, we didn't do that. We had it the next day. Yeah, the waiters were like very in a rush to just, you know, get rid of everything and clean up everything. That one of them was carrying my veil, said my mom. And, you know, my mom was like, hey, bring that back. That's my daughter's veil, the bride's veil. So they brought it back. And unfortunately, unfortunately, my bouquet got lost. My bouquet got lost, probably tossed in the trash by the waiters. I am very, very sad about that. And, ugh. Okay, about the whole flower situation. If there's one thing that I'm not happy about my wedding, was the whole floral arrangement situation. Yeah, it still annoys me right now. The lady really didn't do what I asked her to do, and she was very, you know, she was making sure that she reached out to me the day before the wedding. That's a Friday because my wedding was Saturday, to make sure that I finished paying her so she would not be, you know, following me or asking for it on the day of the wedding, which I completely understood. So I paid her whatever I still owed her, and, you know, just I was like, oh yeah, sure, here's your money or whatever. And then comes the wedding day, and I see the groom's boutonnieres, whatever you call it, the little things that they, you know, have here. I see them, and I'm like, that's not what I asked for. I had asked for this, and I got this. Yeah. Not at all what I asked for, huh? When did I ask for a white rose? Jeez, I could have done that myself. I could have, you know, just gone to the store, bought a bouquet of white roses and just put it on them. So that was, you know, strike one. Then I go to the venue and I see what she did with my tables. Also not very happy about it. I don't have a picture of how it looked on the tables, but basically what I was going for, I'm gonna insert a picture over here. This is what I was wanting to do. I had the candles, I had everything, but the greenery part, I wanted it almost from side to side. And she was like, if I do it from side to side, your people are not going to have room to eat because you have people sitting on the ends of your table, which I understood. And I was like, you know what? You're right. That's smart. Okay, let's do them just a little bit smaller, like a feet, maybe a feet and a half smaller, you know, from side to side, just so people would have some room. Well, freaking thing. It was not even this rectangular table. I feel like it was not even half of the table the length of the greenery, the arrangement, you know? So I was very, very annoyed about that. And I'm not gonna lie, I loved my bouquet. I'll give her that. I loved my bouquet. But the tables looked empty. The tables looked like, you know, you just put there some leaves and that's it, and some candles. I didn't like it at all. So, anyway. And then I had also asked for an arrangement for the car, you know, the car where I was going to be taken to the venue. And she didn't do it. She didn't put it on my car. She didn't bring it to me. She didn't. And she charged for that close to $100. And she didn't do it. So the way I got some of that back, because she was obviously not gonna pay me back for it, is that I asked for a second bouquet. I was like, you know what? I lost my bouquet and I really want it because I want to preserve it. I want to preserve my bouquet. So I asked for redo my bouquet. And she was like, oh yeah, no, absolutely, I'll redo it. I'm so sorry about the whole car thing. I noticed that I had it in my car the next day. Like, I never took it out of my car. Yeah, sure. Do you think I buy that? No, I don't. But anyway, so she agreed to do the second bouquet, and that she was gonna give it to me the day before I came back home, which was a week after the wedding, because I went on my honeymoon and all that. So I come back and she gives the bouquet to my mom, and that's where I lost it a little bit again, because she didn't do the bouquet the way that she had done it the first time. She did not put certain leaves. She did not put certain flowers. She did not put. It was a huge bouquet. It was heavy. Like, it was a heavy bouquet. It was just, like I said, beautiful. And what did she do? I have it here. So this is the now bouquet, which is like half the way, half the size. She did not add some of the greenery that I had asked for. She added this orchid, which I did not have an orchid. I had a lily. But yeah, it's just, I'm just not happy, you know. There was also this other what is it called? This other plant that were like little green like balls, little buttons. It looked very pretty. Like I said, the bouquet was beautiful, and she did not redo it the same way, and it really annoyed me. I was happy that I did not see her, because had I seen her whenever she gave the bouquet back, I would have lost it, and I would have said some things that were probably not the nicest things to say. And I'm a very nice and patient person, guys. And I just, no, I was not having it. So yeah, that's the one thing that I am very unhappy about my wedding. Everything else was perfect. Everything else was absolutely beautiful and amazing. A lot of people did not go to the wedding, and I completely understand. It was cold and it was outside. A lot of people were getting sick, so I totally get it. I always said from the beginning, the people that want to be here, they will be here. And that's exactly how it happened. And I am very thankful and happy with everybody that attended. But yeah, the whole flower situation is just, it still annoys me so much. But anyway, the lady's excuse to not put this you know, what the other leaves and the other flower and stuff, it's because I was gonna cross the border, you know, from Mexico to United States, and they do have some laws about what plants can you cross and what you can't. They are very, like, strict about not crossing anything that it's in a pot, and certain types of flowers. I think there's about 3 or 4 types of flowers that you cannot cross because they can damage the agriculture and, you know, vegetation here in the United States. So I did understand that part, but she took a lot of things away, you know? And I was like, no. Then I did my own research, and I noticed that none of the things that I had in my bouquet were illegal to cross. None of it. So yeah, I was very, very annoyed. And then and this was just one lucky thing that I got. And it's that the guy at the border crossing, he was like, hey, do you have anything to declare? And I was like, yes, I do. I have my wedding bouquet, and I know that you guys need to inspect it, because that's what they tell you whenever you're crossing plants. They have to pass through an inspection. Then after that inspection happens, they will tell you if you can cross it, or if, you need to send it back or throw it away. The guy was like, your wedding bouquet, huh? Yeah. What plants are those? And I was like, well, it's eucalyptus. And he was like, let's start doing my eyes, guys. I'm gonna start with the shade French, this one right here. And he was like, oh, your wedding bouquet, huh? He took my passport, he scanned it, and then he came back and he was like, and what do you want that for? And I said, well, I want to preserve it. It's my wedding bouquet. Like, I want to do, something with it and just keep it like forever. So um he was actually really nice. He did not send me to, for it to get inspected or anything. It was not like I was gonna plant it or gonna do anything. And it's plants that are cut. They are not in a pot. So that also makes it easier, because these plants are gonna die. You cannot replant this. That happened, and but again, that was just a lucky thing. The guy was really nice to me, but that's not always the case, and some other person could have sent me through inspection. And if I had the other plants, maybe they would have, again, no, they were not going to take it away, because none of those plants were illegal to cross. Like I said, it really annoys me. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Now, if there's any other questions that you have about my wedding, guys, please let me know in the section, comments down below, and I will maybe do another video or answer that at some other time. I don't know. But yeah, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to tell you. Then, so week 1 that I was gone, I had the flu. Week 1 that I was gone, I had the flu. And then week 2 that I was gone is because, as you saw my community post, if you saw my community post, I went on my honeymoon. I went to Cancun, and it was really, really nice. So nice. I really want to go back, but Cancun is so big and there's so many things to do and see that time was not enough. We got there on Monday and we left on Friday. So whenever you get there on, Monday, that day that you get there, it's basically lost, because you go get to the airport, you gotta take your cab, you gotta go to the hotel, you gotta do check-in, you're kind of tired. I don't know. It's just, yeah. So, and if it's your first time going, you really have no idea about where things are. So you're just trying to, check where things are. We were starving, and we were just trying to find like the restaurants that were in the hotel, which was an all-inclusive hotel, which was really, really nice. It was just like, oh, here's our purse, or here's our bracelet. Give me my free food and my drinks. This honeymoon was a gift from my uncle and my aunt, which shout out to them. I know that my aunt and my cousin, they watch my videos. So again, thank you so much. And I'm not gonna say her name. I was going to, but no. Thank you so much, just for the awesome gift that we got from you guys, which was our honeymoon. We had a really, really great time. And back to, that first day. So yeah, it was kind of lost that day, but we kind of did a plan, and we're like, okay, you know what? Today we're just gonna see where things are. Let's settle and make a plan for the rest of the days. And that's what we did. We were like, okay, tomorrow we're just gonna chill at the beach. Wednesday we're gonna go somewhere. Thursday we're gonna go somewhere else, and then Friday we come back. Now, guys, I am going to use the shade. I'm gonna use the shade Sage on my outer corner, or just to add a little bit more depth. I don't know. We'll see what I do. So I feel like this one is a little bit more blue than French, but yeah, we'll see. And I'm not tapping it at all. So, ooh, it's nice. So Tuesday, we're like, okay, Tuesday we're gonna be, just chill at the beach. Not big of a day, just, enjoying the sun and it. So the morning comes. We're on our swimsuits, trying to get ready to go to the beach. We see this desk where they are selling like all the tours and stuff, and we're like, okay, you know what, let's go and ask, so we can see so we can just take care of what we're doing tomorrow and Thursday. And after about an hour at the desk and trying to find out what was available, what was not, what we wanted to do, and all of that stuff, we ended up changing plans. And that Tuesday, after that, we just hung out for a little bit at the beach. Then we had to go get dressed, and then we went to a park called Explore Fire, by the way, which is a water park. It's one of the best like water parks. It's part of the Xcaret company, which is one of the best parks in the world. Very beautiful and all that. So we went over there. We did some driving on a some sort of a jeep and stuff. It was really cool. Through caverns, through water, through it was really cool. And then we also did some rafting, but very small, like very calm, not a crazy rafting. What else did we do? I feel like we did more stuff, but I can't. Oh, and then so it was my first time doing zip lining, and the zip lines were tall, and I am not afraid of heights. I really am not. I am afraid of speed. I hate feeling the speed. I hate whenever you're about to take off in the plane and you just feel the plane just speeding and speeding and gaining more speed. It just, woo, no. I can't stand that. It's just, it gives me so much anxiety. So that's what I was mostly afraid of with the zip lining. We did 9 because that's how many the park had. But out of the 9, the first one was the worst. That's where I felt like really the whole I don't know, I guess adrenaline scare. I didn't know. I just, yeah, that one was not cool. After that, the second, the third, and everything was fine until I got to the 7th one. The 7th one was the tallest one, and it wasn't about it being tall, but it was that not only was the tallest one, but it was the longest one also. So it was like very tall, and then the other side was like, I felt like it was really down. So I in my eyes, the first part seemed to be like this, very like, you know, not vertical, but kind of. And I was like, this is gonna go way too fast. This is gonna go too fast. I can't do this. I can't do this. Like, I can't. And I almost backed up. I was going in all the zip lines. I was going before Preston. But that one, I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. And I actually, took a step back. There were 2 guys attending that zip line, a lady and a guy, and the lady was not nice. I was, just trying to get some sort of affirmation, or, that everything was going to be all right, that it was not going to be that fast, that, just something, some sort of comfort. But this lady was like, yeah, it goes very fast. Yeah, it's like, just jump, just close your eyes. Just get there. Come on. She was being rude. She was just, yeah. So she finally, took the thing off, and she was like, step back. And then she called the people to come and get me. But of course, for the people to come and get me, it was going to take about 30 to 45 minutes. And then the other guy finally asked me, like, hey, are you going to, do it or not? If not, that's okay. I'm just asking because, the people are with me right now on the line or on the radio. They just picked up this girl, and I remember it. It was on the second zip line. On the second zip line, she was like, nope, not doing this anymore. So on the second one, she had just gotten picked up, and that was on the 7th one. It had been a while. So I knew that if they were on the second one, it was gonna take way longer for them to come and get me. And I was like, no, don't worry, I'll do it. Like, I'll go. Just give me a minute. So I let all the people that were in line pass, which were like 5 people, and then I went. And this time I went with a guy, and he was actually really nice. He was like, hey, like, I know it seems scary, but you know what? The longest it is, the slower it will go. So it's not gonna be that fast. I promise. I was like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine at this point. It's fine. I just gotta do it. I'm not waiting here for 45 minutes. But I really appreciated that at least he was being a little bit more understanding and more trying to, like, hey, you're gonna be all right, instead of the other one that she was being a little. I'm not gonna use those words in my channel, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say the B word. Yeah, I just didn't like her at all. Finally do it. I finally jumped, or went, and this one had a fire ring at the end of it. I was actually very proud of myself that I did it, and all of that. Like I said, again, it was my first time doing zip lining, and I was pretty scared of it because of the speed, but it was all good. It was fine, and I survived, and here I am telling you the story about it. See, guys, I feel like this eyeshadows don't have a lot of depth. I think everybody has said it. At this point, I'm not even doing a review or anything because, all the reviews are out there. This palette, it's old news now. So that's what we did on Tuesday night. Then Wednesday we went on a sailing boat and we did some snorkeling. Also, my first time snorkeling. I've done scuba dive before, but not snorkeling, which was a little bit of an adjustment. Not too big. Scuba diving is harder than snorkeling, so it was fine. But I did swallow 2 or 3 times some salt water. It was not nice. That was really fun, a really chill, very nice experience. We did some, like I said, some snorkeling, some paddleboarding, and the sailing. Yeah, then on Thursday we took the day that we were supposed to do on Tuesday, which was just chill at the beach. We did on Thursday, and that's what we did. And then finally Friday, we had to come back, unfortunately, and that was it. We came back to the cold, not so nice weather. Here we are, and then Sunday we drove back our 10 hours back home. Our kitties were so happy to see us. Well, not one of them, Abby, she was not happy to see us. She was mad at us. But Lily, which is my oldest cat, she is 4 years old. She was so happy to see us. Everybody was telling me that she was not wanting to come outside at all. She was like, nope, not going, like, just hiding, not really letting anybody touch her. She wasn't being aggressive or anything, but she just did not want to be seen. She was sad. But we finally came back, and as soon as she heard me, she heard my voice, she just ran up to me and started, doing all the kitty noises or catty noises. And since that moment, everywhere I went, she was following. I went to the bathroom. She followed me to the bathroom. I went to the kitchen. She went with me to the kitchen. My grandma's house, because they stayed at my grandma's, it's a 2-story house. My grandma was like, she never went downstairs at all. But as soon as I got there, she was downstairs with me. If I was in the living room, she was in the living room with me. And our first night back, she was so cute. Our first night back, she was sleeping in between us, in between Preston and I. Not in between our bodies, but in between our faces, like on the pillows. She's my baby. She's a cutie. But yeah, now we're back home, and she's back to her normal self. Obviously, she still misses me. She still loves me and all of that. But it's not as, as the first time or any of that. But yeah, I forgot to say, guys, I applied Evergreen on my outer corner. And now I'm going to apply some of Jassy as a, like, winged eyeliner, sort of. So let's do that. Wait, no. Before I do that, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. I am going to apply Palladian? No, you know what? I'm going to apply Marlin. This shade, I'm going to apply it in the middle. And then Palladium, I'm going to apply it in my inner corner. So I'm going to grab my finger. This one this is a very nice shade, by the way. So as I was saying, oh, this is so beautiful. It's not as sparkly, but it's still pretty. My cat was like very excited to see us and happy and just like not wanting to leave our sides at all. But anyway, so today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and we just came back on Sunday. So it's like my second day back to reality and normal, and it was needed. It's still kind of weird. I mean, everything else it's just normal. But after being out of work for 2 weeks, one because I was sick, second because it was Thanksgiving, and by the way, Thanksgiving, I mean, I spent it at the beach. What do you do on Thanksgiving? I kind of missed having a dinner and all of that stuff, but I am actually also very happy that I was at the beach. But yeah, what do you guys do for Thanksgiving? Do you, got together with your family? Was it like just your immediate family, or did you get together with like aunts, uncles, grandpas, parents, cousins, and all that? Like, how do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Do you, is it a big thing, or is it just like within your immediate family, whether that is your parents and siblings, if you're not married, or if you are married and have kids, with just your husband, wife, kids, etc. We were at the beach having fun, enjoying our honeymoon. I was just over the moon and over the top, just saying every time I could, like, oh, my husband, my husband, my husband. I am still doing it. All right, that looks pretty. Now we're gonna use Palladian for our inner corner. This one right here, Palladian. This like minty green. What's going on with my accent? It's very icy. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you do for Thanksgiving? By the way, this is like my little, I don't know what this is still doing here. Probably shouldn't be here anymore because it's like very dark for Halloween. It's not Halloween anymore. Anyway, this is like my little background. I thought it was gonna look a lot more like, but it doesn't. It's fine. But guess what? We're gonna use it only for one day because today is it's November 29th. But this is gonna be my first video of Vlogmas. So yeah, what do you do for Thanksgiving? How do you celebrate it? Or if you celebrate it or not, just let me know. I want to know. But yes, that's what we did. And like I said, we just came back Sunday, so I'm still like trying to just coming back to normal, just realizing like, hey, the whole wedding party and everything, honeymoon, it's unfortunately over. I was really sad about leaving, let me tell you. But Preston was actually so sweet to me. He was like, Carla, this is not like the last time that we're gonna be traveling, like this is just the beginning, like we're gonna like we're here for life. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot more trips, so don't be sad. And I was like, okay, you're right. So I got over my sadness and kind of, not really, but trying to. And yeah, now I think we're planning already a trip for our first anniversary. All right, let's do the other eye. But yeah, that's about it for wedding and honeymoon, guys. Okay, so next, back to normal, back to reality. Yesterday was my first day back at work. Again, like I said, after 2 weeks. And today we had a meeting. We had a staff meeting. We were talking about, not common assessments, but more like end of the semester assessments that are coming up. Not for me, but for upper grade levels, 3rd through 5th. And then at the end of the meeting, they were announcing the teacher of the year. Which, guess who's the teacher of the year of the school? It's me. Yes, it is me. It's so weird, honestly. That just happened today. They just announced it today. They just told me today, hey, guess what? At the end of the meeting, we're like, well, we're gonna announce the teacher and teacher assistant of the year. How do we select teachers and how do we select them? Basically, they send a poll and we vote who we think, should be the teacher of the year. And I told them this. I was like, I really am very happy and thankful that you guys think that, this highly of me, that you think that I deserve to be the teacher of the year. I really was not expecting it at all. Like, not even a little bit, because I don't know, I feel like with the whole wedding stuff, I've been kind of like lost, you know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know, it's been weird. I don't know if I'm doing my job the best I can. I know that at the same time I'm kind of wanting to grow and do other things, but I was really happy whenever my principal said, hey, Miss Carla is, teacher of the year, which again, it took me by surprise so much. I was like, wait, what now? But it feels really nice and good to be recognized. This is my 8th year teaching, and I don't know, I guess also because I'm a pre-K teacher, I feel like nobody looks at pre-K. It's like, oh yeah, you're in pre-K, you're probably just playing all day, which is not what we're doing, but I feel like that's how majority of the people see it. Yeah, it just made me really happy. But yeah, I'm the teacher of the year. I won $100 in cash, so that means it's free of tax. And I think I get to compete or something like that, be part of like the district thing of teachers of the year, where you compete to be like also the teacher of the year for the district. I definitely don't think I'm gonna get that, like, come on. But at least, it's still a huge honor to be recognized in my school, by my colleagues, by my administration. I'm grabbing the shade Jassy, and I'm gonna use this as a kind of like an eyeliner. Not sure that I like this. It's just whatever, Yikes. Not my favorite thing to do. Alright guys, let me go get ahead and fix this situation, and I will be back once my look is done. I don't want to bore you with my first video, back after 3 weeks, so because this video is already pretty long. So anyway guys, let me go finish this and I will be back. Alright guys, I am back. This is the final look. I just added on my bottom eyelashes. I kind of try to fix it. I still don't like it. Not my favorite thing, to be honest. Not my favorite look. I love the greens, but that eyeliner that I did, maybe I could have done something different. Maybe I could have used the shade Jassy as an outer corner, like just to deepen out my outer corner instead of like as an eyeliner, but I didn't do it. Maybe I'll do it next time. But yeah, my right eye is a hot mess. The left one, it's a little bit better, but yeah, not my favorite look, to be honest. I do like this eyeshadows. I think quality is like really good, but like everybody has said, it needs some depth. But yeah guys, that's about it. I am sorry for all the talk in this long video. I know that maybe it's not like that interesting for you. It's not like I'm that big YouTuber that everybody wants to know their life about, but yeah, I felt like I needed to, you know, just come and kind of explain why I was out and all of that. Like honestly, let life happened. That's pretty much it. I wasn't planning on being gone for that long, but that's just how it happened. But I am back. And like I said, this is going to be Vlogmas. This is video number 1. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you want to see one video every single day for the month of December. Because tomorrow we are going to have how much have I spent this year in makeup. I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to know. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell notification button so you don't miss any single one of my videos. And make sure that you also follow me on Instagram. Here is my handle for Instagram, and it's the same one for TikTok. They're also going to be linked in the description box down below. I'm going to be posting maybe a few reels here and there. I'm honestly trying to concentrate mostly on YouTube right now, especially for Vlogmas. But yes, guys, make sure that you subscribe over there so you also have some news about what's going on. And that's it, guys. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.